saving with different file formats. Adobe Photoshop allows you to save your files in a different file formats, which makes it possible to use your images in many different ways. As you work on images, it is best to save them using the default Photoshop format, which uses the .psd extension at the end of the file name. This is the native Photoshop file format, and retains the most usable data without a loss in image quality. Additional PSD format may contain more information than you need, and may be a larger file size than is appropriate for sharing through email or posting on a website. While you may create copies of images for sharing, it is a good idea to keep an original version in the PSD format as a master file that you can access if necessary. This is especially important because some file formats are considered to be lossy formats, which means that they remove image data in order to reduce the size of the file. Understanding file formats. While Photoshop can be used to create files for all sorts of media, the three most common uses for image files are web, print, and video production. Following is a list of the most common formats and how they are used. Web production formats. JPEG. Joint Photographic Experts Group. This is a common format for digital camera photographs and the primary format for full-color images shared on the web. JPEG images use lossy compression, which degrades the quality of images and discards color and pixel data. Once the image data is lost, it cannot be recovered. GIF. Graphic Interchange Format. GIF used to display limited color graphics on the web. It is a compressed format that reduces the file size of images, but it only supports a limited number of colors and is thus more appropriate for logos and artwork than photographs. GIF files support transparency. PNG. Portable Network Graphics. PNG was developed as an alternative to GIF for displaying images on the web. It uses lossless compression and supports transparency. Print production formats. PSD. The Photoshop format, PSD, is the default file format and the only format, besides the large document format, that supports most Photoshop features. Files saved as PSD can be used in other Adobe applications, such as Adobe Illustrator, Adobe InDesign, Adobe Premiere, and others. The programs can directly import PSD files and access many Photoshop features, such as layers. TIFF or TIFF. Tagged Image File Format. TIFF is a common bitmap image format. Most image editing software and page layout applications support TIFF. TIFF supports most color modes and can save images with alpha channels. While Photoshop can also include layers in a TIFF file, most other applications cannot use these extended features and see only the combined image. EPS. Encapsulated PostScript. EPS files may contain both vector and bitmap data. Because it is a common file format used in print production, most graphics software programs support the EPS format for importing or placing images. EPS is a subset of the PostScript format. Some software applications cannot preview the high-resolution information contained within an EPS file, so Photoshop allows you to save a special preview file for use with these programs, using either the EPS, TIFF or EPS picked option. EPS supports most color modes, as well as clipping paths, which are commonly used to silhouette images and remove backgrounds. PDF. Portable Document Format. Photoshop PDF files are extremely versatile, as they may contain bitmap and vector data. Images saved in the Photoshop PDF format can maintain the editing capabilities of most Photoshop features, such as vector objects, text, and layers, and most color spaces are supported. Photoshop PDF files can also be shared with other graphics applications, as most of the current versions of graphics software are able to import or manipulate PDF files. Photoshop PDF files can even be opened by users with the free Adobe Reader software. Video production formats. TIFF4. DOT. TAGA. TrueVision Advanced Raster Graphics Adapter. This legacy file format is used for video production. The TAGA format supports millions of colors, along with alpha channels.